Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about the DOJ, Virginia, voters, and confusion. The United States Department of Justice is trying to stop Virginia from enacting a plan to remove voters from rolls and has filed suit. There's a couple of different issues at play. First, there's a federal law that requires states to complete the removal of ineligible voters no later than 90 days before federal elections. Second, it certainly seems like the federal government believes that the state is removing eligible voters from the rolls. The suit says, quote, "The Commonwealth's unlawful actions here have likely confused, deterred, and removed U.S. citizens who were fully eligible to vote. The very scenario that Congress tried to prevent when it enacted the quiet period provision." DOJ is asking the courts to grant an injunction and stop the state from continuing because they believe it will impact the electorate. Quote, "By canceling voter registrations within 90 days of Election Day, Virginia places qualified voters in jeopardy of being removed from the rolls and creates the risk of confusion for the electorate." Virginia started the program after the governor signed an executive order. In the press release that went out when Governor Youngkin signed the order, he's quoted as saying, "Every legal vote deserves to be counted." It looks like the governor has removed a little more than 6,000 people from the rolls over the last year and a half. The problem is that the federal government certainly seems to believe this program is doing the opposite. Virginia isn't the only state in trouble over this. Alabama is also facing a suit from DOJ after purging around 3,000 voters from the rolls within 90 days of a federal election. In Alabama's case, the press release from the Secretary of State says, quote, "It is possible that some of the individuals who were issued non-citizen identification numbers have, since receiving them, become naturalized citizens and are therefore eligible to vote." The release goes on to state that there is a process to rectify the situation if that occurs. But it's surely going to be DOJ's position that the removal alone deterred and confused eligible voters. With a little more than 3 weeks until the election, the case will have to play out very quickly to have any impact. It's likely that we'll see a few other similar last-minute moves attempted, particularly in red states that have Trump-aligned officials, as he tries to cast more doubt on the election. But for the most part, these types of moves dealing with voter registration should be coming to a close, at least for the remainder of the election cycle. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.